Hi guys, I'm Shmi. We're in Ibiza after an absolutely epic Gumball 3000 supercar rally from Miami over to Ibiza. We're here with the McLaren at 12C, but this is something you might not think about. We've got to get home, so it's time for Homeball. We've got a few of the cars still around, SLS, Aventador up there, but most people have headed home already. So we're heading up. We've got 2 ferries to catch to get home from Ibiza. We've got to get back over to Denia on the mainland of Spain, and then we're going to get a long ferry from Santander back towards Portsmouth in the UK, then back to London. So it's only about 600 miles driving, but it's going to take us about 3 days, well 2.5 days, because we're starting in the afternoon here already. The clouds have come in, the weather's not as nice as it's been for the last few days, so let's get in the car and get on our way. Homeball is off to a disastrous start. So we were leaving for our ferry at 1700 from San Antonio. We're on the island of Ibiza. It's about half an hour from here in Ibiza, the main town, over to San Antonio on the other side where the port is, so that you can get over to Denia. That's about a 2.5 hour ferry. So we got there an hour and a half before, thinking this should be fine. Got to the window for the check-in desk. It looked a bit closed. We were a little bit confused. We found a piece of paper in Spanish that said the ferry left at 8 AM this morning. No emails, no updates, nothing. I've just got an email on my phone that says confirmed, all is good, all is well. Seems the Spanish way, so we're a little bit ticked off about this. And been a bit stressed, but on the calm down now. So we whizzed back over to here because, thank God for a Facebook status for a friend of mine. You can see there are a couple of other Gumballers here. There was another ferry with Transmediterranea going to Barcelona tonight. So we whizzed back over here an hour before the ferry to Barcelona. Went to see if we could buy a ticket, managed to get a ticket for 500 euros, thank you very much, that will at least get us to Barcelona. We figured if we had to get off this island because the next ferry with Valeria was at 10 AM tomorrow. The problem with that is that tomorrow we've got a very long ferry, Brittany ferry from Santander back to Portsmouth in the UK, which is a 24-hour ferry. So we whizzed back over here, getting this Barcelona ferry, just bought it, we're in here ready to get on board. They've loaded up the trucks, then we're going to land back in Barcelona at 8 AM tomorrow morning. From 8 AM, we actually only have until 1:45 is the check-in time for our next ferry, so 5 hours 45 minutes. And on Google Maps it says it's 6 hours 15 to do that drive. So this is going to be interesting, but I think we can do it. You normally shave off enough time, and if we don't stop, don't waste any time, just keep going, it should be okay. And normally you get a couple of minutes leeway on the check-in anyway. But I'm not going to lie, a little bit stressed about this. Big thanks to Spain for the wonderful piece of paper that said your ferry's gone. We weren't the only ones in that boat either, but we will get on this ferry. It says it's got Wi-Fi, so I can get on with some stuff. We've booked a cabin. I'll deal with all the insurance side of travel stuff later, and we'll get over to the mainland. But Homeball, I mean, guys, seriously, said it before, you don't realise what goes into getting home from Gumball, but let's just hope this all goes to plan now. We're on the ferry, it's 12 or 13 hours, then you're not normally allowed back on the car deck, but this is a bit unusual. I'm a little bit dubious about the fact that it's open to the elements. Let's hope it's not a choppy night, or the car might get covered in some not so nice seawater. But you have to grab your bags because you can't come back down here, so grab everything we need for the night, and we'll head upstairs, or down, I don't even know, go find out what it's like and what we get for a cabin. We're off the ferry then, a couple of minutes behind schedule. Fuel light is blipping away at us. We knew that was going to be a problem, so we've got to go straight into fuel, get the nav set, and now it's game on to see if we can make it. Fortunately, we've had a good night's rest, but let's get on our way to Santander. Alright, so we're making very good progress. For the petrol stop we had to plan it out, so I popped in to go to the bathroom while my co-driver Jason was filling it up, and we swapped over, went in and paid and got out, and we timed it, and it was about 7 minutes, so we didn't waste too much time. On top of that, we're now at Bilbao, so we're about an hour short of Santander, but progress has been very good. We're knocking off time quite consistently, so we're going to get there at around an hour and a half before the ferry. So all should be well. That was 6 hour, I think it was 6 hours 16 minutes, 6 hours 17 minutes on Google Maps. And we're going to have done it quite significantly quicker than that, so that's quite cool. We've been through some areas of sketchy weather, but it's nice and sunny again now, although the windscreen is absolutely filthy. But it's looking like we're going to make the ferry and we're going to get back to England. Here we are then, we've made it to the ferry, a 5.5 hour drive, quite a lot quicker than we were supposed to do, 2 fill-ups in the end. And all is well, cars very nice here and ready to go on board the ferry. A couple of other older, must be some sort of event going on, passing cars around, and 550 up there. I think that must be our ferry over at the end, but it's cool to be here. It's a 24-hour ferry here from Santander up to Portsmouth. Normally I'd probably drive it, never done this one before, but this time around it just saves some miles on the car really when it's due a service now when it gets back home. And also the time-wise, it's a 24-hour ferry, but it would have taken 12, 13, 14 hours to drive it anyway, so you don't really lose very much. But this is part 3, I guess, of Homeball. Not too far to go. It's kind of funny to think that we left this time yesterday and had that missed ferry, and then we've done an overnight ferry that we slept the entirety of. We slept 11 hours or so on that ferry. But let's get on this one, sit down for some lunch, and then make our way back towards London. Rounded onto the ferry. Let's hope this one's a little bit easier to board than some of the other ferries we've been on recently. So far it's alright. Ramp doesn't look too bad, seen worse. Get the angle on it. Temptation is there to do a burnout. Something tells me that would be a bad way to start a 24-hour crossing. We're on the next ferry, it's time to go. A bit more packed in here, but that was no problem, so let's basically go chill out and get some lunch. It transpires the world is pretty much against us. This is Santander, and this is us arriving back here. We had some lunch, we sat down on our laptops, getting on with some stuff. And then they announced that due to a medical emergency we are returning to the port of Santander, and we don't really know what's happening next. But needless to say, we're not really getting anywhere in a hurry right now. We left here 2.5 hours ago, so depending how long we're here for, could be 3 hours, 4 hours delayed. There was a vague suggestion they might be about to disembark us, but that would be a complete mess, and I can't believe that's the case if there's a medical emergency. Normally on a ship, if you have a medical emergency, you have a helicopter that comes in and takes the person back. Right now it's just a case of praying that this isn't going to take too long. It feels like Homeball is really out to get us right now. This is just ridiculous. Off the ferry, we're back in England. Believe it or not, it is sunny. It's a lovely day here. We've got about an hour and a half from Portsmouth back to London, and this is the final stretch of Homeball. Day 3. It's been an incredible adventure, that's for sure. It's a whole adventure on its own. Getting back from Gumball is no easy feat. And this one seemed quite easy. It was only Ibiza. But there we go. We're going to get there. On the road, back to London. Homeball is over. We're back in London. If you follow my Instagram and Facebook regularly, you'll know that I always come here to posh wash to get the car cleaned up here in London. So just getting rid of some of that Ibiza sand from all the days out there driving around. Fun on the roads though, slippy roads. But through the ferries, back across from Santander to Portsmouth and then into London. Going to keep the pink and the Shmee 50 on for now, but we've just taken off a few of the stickers from the sides and around the car as well. We'll take it all off in a couple of days, but just let it be seen here like this, looking pretty ridiculous. But yeah, so Homeball didn't exactly go to plan. We've had a bit of an adventure getting here. Cancelled, well, a ferry that we don't even know why was cancelled. Then the second ferry, we took the one to Barcelona, drove across Spain in pretty good time, and then caught that other one that then turned around and went back. So a bit of a drama, that's for sure. But we're here, we're in London. Gumball 3000 was epic. Homeball's been an adventure on its own, and we'll probably do it all again next year wherever the route is when they announce it. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to see all the future stuff, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Cheers. awesome party from the start party last night. The